This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, Heather, ho there, it's Jim Cardano, and welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe birthday boy. And the birthday boy for today, September the 1st, is a hockey icon. He played for the Minnesota North Stars, Montreal Canadiens, Tampa Bay Lightning, Anaheim Ducks, and Washington Capitals. Becoming one of the players who played for the 1993 Stanley Cup winning Montreal Canadiens. So he played many years in the NHL. And you may think this is biased because you know the major junior team. I'm going to talk about this guy. His name is Brian Bellows, who's 59 years old. So Brian Bellows was huge and all that. He played junior hockey and was once featured in Sports Illustrated. October 1981. They called him a top prospect. Wow. Since when does... Wow. This is real? This is real? Oh my gosh. Holy shit. But Brian Bellows. No, I gotta share this. Man, I have to share this. So anyway, so Brian Bellows played junior hockey for a few seasons. I know the suspense will hurt you, but here's what it is. Guess where Brian Bellows played junior hockey? Well, I'll give you a hint. The article from October 1981 says, this season the NHL's 21 teams will clash over two grand prizes, the Stanley Cup and Brian Bellows. Brian Bellows? Mark down the name, a 17-year-old super phenom who plays right wing. Bellows last year propelled Kitchener from last to first in the Ontario Junior Hockey League, and his admirers believe he could work similar wonders in the NHL. That's right, Brian Bellows played for, and say it with me, Kitchener! Anyway, so Brian Bellows played in Kitchener, and I can't believe he was actually in Sports Illustrated. That's freaking amazing. Anyway, so he played 2 years with Kitchener and got them to 2 straight OHL championships and 2 straight trips to the Memorial Cup. Not just that, 2 straight trips to the Memorial Cup finals. 1981, they lost to Cornwall, who were playing in the Quebec League. Like, Cornwall's in Ontario. It doesn't have any Quebec roots. Kind of pathetic. Although I can't remember. Although was it for a time that the OHL had the Montreal Junior Canadiens? I guess fair play. But regardless, yeah, Bellows was there. He was the captain of the team. But on the second attempt, Kitchener won the 1982 Memorial Cup 7-4 against Sherbrooke. It was a great time to be a Kitchener Rangers fan. Obviously, I would not know because that happened 3 years before I was born. Anywho, Bellows was drafted second by the Minnesota North Stars in 1982. Who was number 1, though? My apologies, I can't remember who the number 1 pick was. 1982. Oh, Gord Klusak. So Boston ended up making a trade with the New Jersey Devils. Well, the Colorado Rockies / New Jersey Devils, that is. The Devils traded the first round pick by Colorado traded his first round pick. When Colorado signed Dwight Foster, a restricted free agent, they had to give up a pick. And so they did that. Alright. And then Detroit traded their first round pick to Minnesota. That sent Greg Smith the rights to Don Murdoch and Minnesota's first round pick in 82 to Detroit. So, in a sense, Colorado / New Jersey would have had the first overall pick, but they traded to Boston. And Boston decided to go for a big defenseman from Billings, Montana. Yes, Billings had a WHL team. Gord Klusak. Unfortunately, that number 1 pick would be scrutinized because of Klusak's not so subtle career in the NHL and too many knee operations, reminding Boston fans of Bobby Orr. Well, Minnesota wanted to go number 2 and took Brian Bellows. They needed a right winger to complement Dino Ciccarelli. Big move. Detroit drafted Murray Craven with that first round pick that the Stars gave. So it wasn't so bad. Unfortunately, he was heavily criticized and all that with comparisons. He did get 35 goals in his rookie campaign, which isn't that bad. Pretty good, huh? Bellows was popular in Minnesota for his charity work and for playing 10 years with the North Stars organization. putting up 342 goals, the most by a Minnesota North Stars player, not a Dallas Stars player. Minnesota, when the team was in Minnesota. He put up 55 goals in 1990, his peak. 91, he was the career point leader for the North Stars and put up 29 points, helping the ragtag Minnesota North Stars, who were not expected to beat the Chicago Blackhawks, who were not expected to beat the St. Louis Blues, who were not expected to be the Edmonton Oilers, to go to the Stanley Cup Finals as a massive Cinderella with the whole off-ice turmoil of them almost moving to San Jose because of the Gunn brothers wanting to move the team to California. But the NHL decided to give San Jose an expansion franchise, which the Gunn brothers could take players from the North Stars organization, and then the North Stars would have to compete in the expansion draft for players. They were up 2-1 on Pittsburgh in that Stanley Cup final, and let's not forget that in 91, but they lost the last 3. Bellows was the interim captain for most of the 83-84 season, and in 19 years, 4 months, he was actually captain at an earlier age than Connor McDavid, Gabriel Landeskog, and Sid the Kid. But because Bellows was an interim captain, Connor McDavid has that record. Now here's the thing, though. Also, Brian Bellows, when he played for Kitchener, actually was the head coach for 2 games. He was injured, but because Joe Crozier got suspended, he was behind the bench. Well, Minnesota, after the 92 season was a disaster and more off-ice turmoil was about to happen, decided to trade him to Montreal for Russ Cartnell, who was a hero in Montreal for his double overtime Game 7 goal against Hartford in the first round. Bellows was upset that Minnesota would trade him. I mean, I understand. You got to be angry. I mean, 10 years with the same team. But he relished his chance to play for a franchise known, one of the best franchises in NHL history. Well, he put up 88 points. That was pretty impressive. And he put up 15 points, helping the Habs win the 93 Stanley Cup. Bellows would wind down his career with Tampa, Anaheim, and Washington. But he got to the finals in 98, because Washington shocked everyone by getting to the finals, but lost to the Red Wings in 4 straight. Bellows actually is a hero in Washington because he scored the overtime winning goal to send Washington to the second round after the first round win against Boston. He played in 99, his final season, and scored his 1,000th career point. He went to 3 All-Star games in 84, 88, and 92, and helped Canada win silver at the 89 World Championships. Bellows now lives in Edina, Minnesota, and works as a broker at Investment Bank Piper Joffre. Bellows' son Kiefer was drafted 19th overall by the New York Islanders, but I don't know where Kiefer's playing now. Kiefer was a big prospect in the NHL. He is an unrestricted free agent and most recently played for the Flyers. Yeah, he was in the Flyers organization, but he's looking for work now. I wish the Leafs got him, but that's okay. Yeah, so he won 1 Stanley Cup in 93, 3-time All-Star appearances. Did well for Kitchener, becoming captain of the team that got to 2 straight Memorial Cup finals and finally winning the big one in 82. So yeah, so he played 1,188 games, 485 goals, 1,022 points, with 122 points in 143 playoff games. He did his job. So Montreal knew what they were getting when they got Bellows. 10 years with the North Stars organization. He did. He was good. He was very good. And all that. I think I have his card with the North Stars, but anyway, yeah, I do. The Habitants, then Tampa, Anaheim, Washington. So Brian Bellows had a great career. I mean, 1,000 points by a former Kitchener Ranger. Not too many have done that. I think only like 6 or 7, but I might be wrong. But it doesn't matter. Brian Bellows is a hero to me because he's a Kitchener Ranger and got a Memorial Cup for the Rangers. So Zuby. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.